Anyway, we built this gym, had a great time together. I went on a shoot, and it was then he got on Snapchat, found a guy named Aaron Miranda. Jack was having an anxiety attack and reached out to this cholo piece of shit, and who said, "Yeah, I have Xanax, man," and it was nothing but pure fentanyl, enough to kill 4 grown men, and I lost my son at the ripe old age of 19. Forever 19, Jackie Mac forever. Not a day goes by where my heart doesn't, where my heart isn't aching and wishing that he were here, but it's through this podcast and being able to talk about mixed martial arts. We have some other things we had in common, like music and art. But here, we started this podcast, Jack's influence from Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan. Growing up, he loved those guys, and, I'm neither of them. I'm happy to keep the podcast dream alive, to educate people about fentanyl, and, of course, to talk about our view, which is usually different. We tend to not get into the personal lives of fighters like other channels. And we tend not to necessarily break them down as like we're Chael Sonnen in DC, but all of us, Nate, Jake, even Josh, we spent enough time in boxing, wrestling mats, kickboxing, and octagons. None of us pro, none of us great, but all of us nerds for the sport, and our understanding of it, we believe, is pretty good. But the name casual comes from every time I ever made a comment when Jack was still alive, I say, "Jack, why are these guys calling me a casual?" And they're like, "Your age." I was a young dad, but still, over 30, and Jack's like, "Dad, you can't be like getting in fights with 12-year-olds. I'm like, "Oh, he's 12? I shouldn't have been such a jerk back to him, but casual." So being called casuals, I thought, well, let's be ironic, and we'll just call ourselves king of the casuals. Are we really casuals? No, not by definition. Jack and I went to 5 events. I don't think I've ever missed a Saturday night. I'm pretty much hunkered in now more than ever, because that's my way of spending time with Jack. Yes, he's not physically there, but he's certainly there in spirit.